Good morning, children. Now here we are with the second part of the video of the chapter called We Are Not Afraid to Die If We Can All Be Together. And here we are going to discuss about the summary of the chapter, and the chapter is written by Gordon Cook and Ellen East. The story, We Are Not Afraid to Die If We Can All Be Together, is a story of the extreme courage and skill executed by Gordon Cook, his family and crew in a war with water and waves for survival. In July 1976, the narrator, his wife Mary, son Jonathan and daughter Suzanne set sail from Plymouth, which is the name of a place in England. They want to duplicate the journey of Captain James Cook, which took place around 200 years ago. They took the voyage in the professional built ship. The name of the ship was the Wave Walker. What was the name? The Wave Walker. Accompanied by the two experienced sailors, and they had the two experienced sailors also. One was Larry Wiesel, an American, and Herb Sidler, a Swiss man, to tackle one of the world's roughest seas, the Southern Indian Ocean. And they were sailing through the Southern Indian Ocean. If we look at the first part of the journey, the first part of the journey, that is about almost 150,000 kilometers up to the Cape Town, passed over of very pleasantly. On the second day out of the Cape Town, they began to encounter the strong gales. Gales did not worry the narrator, but the size of the waves was alarming. The size of the waves was really gigantic. Up to 15 meters of the height, as high as the main mast. On 25th December, the writer's ship was in the Southern Indian Ocean, almost 3,500 kilometers to the east of Cape Town. The family celebrated their New Year's on the board the ship. The whole family has celebrated their New Year time on the ship only. Now the incident we are talking about, the next part, that is of the January 2, and it was a dawn time, D-A-W-N, it means early morning time, at dawn on January 2. The waves were gigantic. Unfriendly weather and gigantic waves compelled the sailor to slow their speed. They decided to slow down their speed. Drop the zib, Z-I-B. Zib are the small boats actually, which are generally put in the front of the big ship sometimes. So at the time of the danger, they can show the direction to them. And they took all the other precautions, whatever precautions they can take. But the danger was so obvious, O-B-V-I-O-U-S. Obvious means so clear, that the sailors attached the lifelines and the life jackets. Suddenly at 6 p.m., a tremendous explosion shook the Wave Walker ship. And at the evening time, there was an explosion which shook the whole Wave Walker ship. And the author was thrown overboard. The ship was about to capsize. C-A-P-S-I-Z-E, capsize. Capsize is to turn over. When other gigantic wave hit it, tossing it upright once again. The author was thrown back onto the deck. And because of that, the author was thrown back to the deck. His head and his ribs smashing against the wall. Smashing. S-M-A-S-H-I-G. Smashing. Smashing means hit. Like as you play some table tennis or volleyball, so you smash the ball, right? That word smash is used here. So in the same way, the captain's whole body got smashed against the wall, in spite of his injuries, and he got injured also. The narrator took charge of the situation, and he has taken the charge of the situation. Somehow he found the wheel. Wheel means steering. We are talking about. Line up the steam for the next wave and hung on till the Mary appeared and took the charge of the wheel. And then suddenly the Mary came over there and she took the charge of steering of the ship. Now Larry and Herb started pumping out water like madmen. And whatever water came into the ship, that water was taken out by Larry and Herb. With whatever equipment they are getting, with the help of that, they were throwing the water out of the ship. The whole starboard, S-T-A-R-B-O-A-R-D, starboard. Now what is the starboard here? The starboard, we are talking about the side of ship. So the whole starboard side bulged inwards. The narrator managed to cover canvas across the gaps to prevent the water from entering the ship. And what the narrator has done, wherever there was a gap, we can see he was trying to cover that, okay, that area from where the water is getting inside. He was trying to cover that particular area with the help of canvas, okay, so that the water cannot get into the ship. Now, but the story is not finished here. Then came the more problems, okay, one after the another problems. Let's see, this is what the life is challenging for them. So then come the more problems. Their hand pump stopped working and the electric pump short circuited. Okay, the pump with the help of which they were trying to take off the water from the ship, okay, that had stopped working. They were not functioning now. Fortunately, the narrator found a spare electric pump that worked, okay, and after some time, somehow after doing some struggle, the narrator got another electric pump, okay, and and luckily that pump was in the working condition, so somehow they managed to solve their problem. The entire night was spent in pumping, okay, steering, repairing, sending radio signals, okay. This is what they were trying to do. And why do they say the radio signals? So that if they have any another ship or something close by, so they can come for the help. The narrator checked the charts and calculated that they were close to Amsterdam. Okay, they were close to a place called Amsterdam. And here Amsterdam, what is Amsterdam? I would like to clarify for you. Amsterdam is a volcanic island, okay, and which was close to them. Okay, so this Amsterdam was their only hope, that if somehow they able to manage to reach to the Amsterdam, so that life may get saved. Okay, let's see what happened further. Now Sue and John were injured, but they said they were not afraid to die if they could all be together. Okay, and now see, both of them, they were so confident. They said that we are not afraid to die if we all are together. Shu's head was swollen and she had a deep injury even. Okay, the narrator became more determined seeing his children's courage. Finally, they reached the place called Amsterdam, a volcanic island, where they were welcomed by 28 inhabitants. inhabitants, inhabitants. Now, who are these inhabitants? Inhabitants are the local people of a place. Thus, the collective strength and never failing optimism, optimism, okay, optimism, they were optimistic, another word for that. What they were? Optimistic. And optimism is what? Optimism is the feeling that good things will happen to you. Okay, and a person when feel that good things will happen to me is called optimistic. Okay, so optimism is like an abstract noun, and this optimistic is a noun which shows a person. So they were optimistic about it there. Okay, so I repeat again. Thus, the collective strength and the never failing optimism of the sailors made it possible for them to come out of the jaws of death. And because of their optimistic attitude towards the life, they come out of the jaws of the death. Though Jonathan and Susan, okay, they did not do anything to save the Waywalker, but their courage, forbearance, I am using the word called forbearance, Forbearance, forbearance. It is a quality of being patient. Okay, so actually they did not do anything to save the ship, but what was that? This was their courage, this was their faith, this was their optimism, okay, which give the extra strength and persistence to the narrator, okay, and his team. Now, what is this word called persistence over here? The persistence is when you continuously try to get something difficult, is called persistence. Okay, so they have the extra courage, strength, and the persistence which help them to come out of the situation. Okay, and this is how they all manage to save their life. Okay, so the bravery of the children is noteworthy in the story. The noteworthy spelling here is Noteworthy. Okay, means noteworthy means valuable, praiseable here. Okay, in that sense. So this is all about the summary of this chapter. And as you guys will read this chapter from your textbook, you'll be able to understand it better. Okay, for time being, goodbye to all of you.